My name is Caroline Rees. I'm the president of Shift, which is a non-profit centre for business and human rights practice. We work with businesses, with governments, with international organisations and civil society to put into practice the UN guiding principles on business and human rights. And we're a team of people who worked with Professor John Ruggie on their development over the period of his mandate. I'm delighted to see this guide for investors implementing the guiding principles come into being and get into the hands of those working with companies from an investor's perspective. I recall clearly growing up in Europe, there was a very successful ad campaign for Heineken beer, which the punchline for was always, this beer gets to the parts that other beers cannot reach. And I think investors in many ways are the same creature when it comes to talking about corporate responsibility issues with companies. So many of us who are talking about these issues don't have the same access to voices within the companies that investors do. Getting the ear of the CFO and the people who report to the CFO, the CEO, board members, talking about how this is central to the business's core success in the medium to long term. Investors are the catalysts, I think, who can take the very important issues of how companies work sustainably in a socially responsible way, taking account of human rights risk, and bring that to the day-to-day interactions with those that are thinking about the company's success financially as well, connecting the dots between the two. So getting a guide into the hands of these people who can get to the parts of companies that other people cannot reach, helping them to translate the language of human rights, the language of the guiding principles, into a language that makes sense to people in the heart of those companies is so fundamentally important. And I hope that this will really help to enable investors to be the game changers for business and human rights that they are able to be.